It's easy to start, but it's usually hard to finish. Without a plan, my guess is you quit by February. Hey winner, I'm Gabe Cox of Red Hot Mindset, and I am glad you're here. My mission is to help you overcome your mental barriers in the race of life, and I post new videos every Wednesday about success mindset, dreaming huge, and crushing goals. Happy New Year! Woohoo! It's a new year, which means a new start. I love the new year because it just feels like a fresh start. But did you know that we can really start at any time? We don't have to wait until January 1st to begin a goal or to make a resolution, but there's just something about January 1st that makes it pretty special. It's like a new beginning. The old is gone and the new has come. Because of this, we can get caught up in the celebrations and the excitements and come up with some big, burly New Year's resolutions or goals and forget to actually plan out how to crush the goal we place in front of ourselves. Without a plan, my guess is you quit by February. It's easy to start, but it's hard to finish. Part of that is because things just don't magically happen overnight. Success happens through consistent and persistent action. If you don't have a clear direction of where you're steering, your ship will naturally head off course, or just not be on a course at all in the first place. Here are 3 tips as you prepare to successfully crush your goals. Number 1, write your goal down on paper and put it somewhere you'll see it. Number 2, come up with 2 action steps that you will take every day to create consistency and momentum toward your goals. Number 3, find an accountability partner you can report your progress to. Number 1, write your goal down on paper and put it where you'll see it. There is power in the written word. Just thinking your goal isn't enough. When you physically put pen to paper, something magical happens. It's as though it gets logged into your brain and you remember it easier, and you're more likely to get off your butt and go do something about it. One of the best ways to memorize information is to write it multiple times. Do you remember spelling tests in elementary school? We'd come home with a list of words for the week, and we'd have to practice them daily and write them out multiple times. That was our assignment. Sometimes it was annoying to write beyond, beyond, beyond a zillion times in a row, but we did it, and it worked. We can now spell beyond. The mundaneness of the repetition made it seem pointless, but the results proved the power of that repetition. If we can do that with words, we can do that with our goals. Writing goals on paper helps us to process them in our brains and solidify them in our spirits. I encourage you to write your goals daily in your journal because this will help you to memorize them and to keep them in front of you and to allow them to seep down into your spirit. And that is where the magic happens. Number 2, come up with 2 action steps you will take every day to create consistency and momentum toward your goals. You probably already know what those 2 things are that you need to do. You just aren't doing them yet, or you're not doing them consistently, meaning every day. Making up your mind that you are willing to do 2 small things a day, every day, until your goal is completed can make all the difference. It helps you to stay focused on the outcome and keep it on top of your mind. When you are taking consistent action, your decision making will change from saying yes to everything because you don't want to let anyone down, to only saying yes to the things that will draw you closer to your goal. What you allow to occupy your time matters. And when you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else. What is it that you want to be saying yes to? You don't have to move the mountain all at once. You just need to move a couple small boulders every day, and eventually that mountain will move. That's what doing 2 small actions each day toward your goal does. It may not appear to be making a difference early on, but with consistent and persistent action over time, you will appear to be an overnight success. Number 3, find an accountability partner that you can report your progress to. You can do it all by yourself, but it's much, much harder. The simple act of finding an accountability partner makes a world of difference. This person can be a friend or a family member who believes in you and wants to see you succeed. It could be someone in a shared group that you're involved in, or even a coworker whom you trust. An accountability partner will check in with you from time to time to ensure that you are doing what you said you were going to do. You are essentially reporting to each other what you are or aren't doing toward the destination you are aiming. When you have this foundation in your life, it's more motivating to continue because you aren't just giving up on yourself if you quit, but you're also letting your accountability partner down. It's harder to quit when you have that additional push and have someone you are answering to about the actions that you are taking. I recommend checking in with this person on a weekly basis, whether it's in writing, on the phone, or even over coffee. A short 10 to 30 minutes a week is all you need to hold yourself accountable to the promises you made to yourself. Today's quote comes from Benjamin Franklin, and he said, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." We don't just make goals to make them. We set goals so we can see them come together. But in order to do that, we need to have a clear direction of where we're headed and what preparations and actions are necessary to take us there. If you want to crush your goals in 2020, ensure that you follow these 3 steps. Write your goal down on paper and put it somewhere you will see it. Come up with 2 action steps that you will take every day to create consistency and momentum toward your goals. And find an accountability partner that you can report your progress to. Then stick to it until you see it through. Did you know that we have a free online community available to you? If you're not a part of it already, this is a perfect place to start for support and encouragement as you work toward your New Year's resolutions and goals. I'll put a link in the description so you can head on over there and check it out. Are you ready for a more specified game plan and coaching? My Take Your Dreams to the Finish Line coaching program may be for you. Head on over to www.redhotmindset.com/courses to learn more. If you like today's mindset, give it a thumbs up, which is a huge compliment. In the weeks to come, I'll be taking you on a mindset journey so you don't get to February and quit on yourself. Stick with me and I'll help you stick to your goals. Don't forget to light up that subscribe button and share this video with others. And hit the bell so you don't miss next week's video. Dream huge, and remember, you are a winner, just run your race.